The idea of what we're trying to do today, or rather what we're going to do, is just take you on a journey of what Kakic Universe has done within these 5 years. 5 years ago, I left high school. Eagles Realm, 2016. My very first animation is called The Life and Time of Choice Jenna. So I think we're going to play that one for you, and then I'll explain the story behind it. One thing I want you guys to do is to notice the progression and how the quality improves over time. So, our very first animation.
In comes Choice Jenna. Can you contribute anything to the... Oh God! Ouch! It's a penalty!
There are moments I wanted to laugh. The kind of laugh that makes you want to cry. The kind of laugh that makes you feel sad for one. I wish to have eyes that hold the galaxy, curves that mirror an hourglass. I'm either a shade too light or a shade too dark. I wish to have long hair like the ones we see on the telly.
The plan was to make something, take it to ZBC, pay for my own education, I buy a house, I buy a car. But this is Zimbabwe. And it's not like that. It's not like that. From the start, my goal as an artist was to find where the money was. Because Zimbabwe is a country where you can be very, very popular, have all the Instagram followers, have $0 in your wallet. So I turned down ZBC and I was trying to see what the next plan was. The new plan was to sell shares for the company to raise capital for me to go to school and do everything else. Guys, I went into offices I could never imagine. Right? So with my, that's all I had. Right? I didn't even have much. But the money is the tower. I believe the highest offer we got was $1 million US for shares. Now, this is 2017. I'm still very much immature. I've left high school. When that figure was said, iPhone 6, new Jordans, my gosh! Because I didn't understand a lot. You know, I didn't have the maturity to understand what business is. I didn't understand what money is, what all of that. So I mean, I was excited. You know, the dream was back. And then Mr. Mabuse said, no. I literally told this to him last year. Did you know I thought you were crazy? A good chance down $1 million. So Gwen then had the agricultural show, and Mr. Mabuse was there. You know, he's walking around, he's seeing the stands. He arrives at the MSU exhibition stand, and these guys, they had their film department there. I've got a film hour and what. And then he asks, how come you guys don't have animation? And then they said, we don't have someone to teach you animation. And then he said, I've got someone. So, I'm telling him, what? I'm just excited to be in the room. I don't care about figures. I'm just in the room with these big people and what. I don't know what they were talking about. No one was actually, to be honest. I was excited. And then Mr. Wallace is like, Kuda, what do you think? And then everyone just looks up and they looks at me. You know what happens in the movies? It's not acting. I was like, I could not comprehend. I was 17-year-old. I was sitting among executives. And that is the sort of how I managed to be the youngest person to lecture in Zimbabwe at MSU in 2017. Wow. I decided to leave the lecturing thing, another unpopular decision. So we started making adverts. We got into advertising. Because, like I said earlier, the plan was we were just looking for money. We still had money to cook. Right. So we created a division that's called Kakic Business.
Right now, digital marketing is the way to go. The question is,
are you well positioned and do you have the content to keep your digital platforms active?
This is where we come in. Introducing WebScope, powered by Kakic Universe. Affordable websites, mobile applications, content, social media, intros,
graphics, and more digital services.
If you listen to that, Hansi COVID turned the world upside down. But if you want to be honest, for creatives, it created a lot of opportunities. The COVID era, which is the most powerful section of our story. COVID-19 came, everyone knows what happened, lockdowns came, and then I had an idea. Let me just make a video about COVID. So I had picked up a lot of things during my experience in the business world. And what I did is, I approached the World Health Organization, I approached the Ministry of Health, City of Harare. I was like, you know what, I do animation. And I would like to partner with you so that we can get, spread the word about masking up and what. My goal was to get the audience and get it back. Because, the City of Harare, their page is thousands of people. The Ministry of Health, thousands of people. The World Health Organization, thousands of people. So then we created these very short but powerful videos.
Tinofanira kukosora magokora edu kuti chirwere chisafara. Ngatichengetedzei utano hwedu nehwevadikani vedu.
The next one blew my mind. There was a comedian that I saw him start. That's the interesting thing. I saw him start, and I followed him doing so well. Then he reached out when he saw these. He was like, dude, we need to do something together. So the next video is our collaboration with the one Long John, the comedian.
Like this, you make me think with people. People ask stupid questions. Saturday I was just shopping. This lady approached me like, hey. Hello. I don't mean to interrupt you, but just want to ask one thing. Where do you come from? So I come from Zimbabwe. Really, Zimbabwe? Wow, that's amazing. I know a guy in Mozambique. I was like, wow. I also know a guy in China. It's just cool, right?
At this point, we now had queries from people from all over the world, because Long John is I'm pretty sure most of you know who he is. Yeah. So we had people from Kenya, Zambia coming to our website and everything was going well. But I noticed a problem. At this point in time, the level of skill that I had and the type of jobs I was getting was not a reflection of that. A guy called Hey Preacher hits me up while I'm going through that exact thought process. It was like, I wrote a poem about COVID. If you want, we can collaborate. And I was like, no, this is perfect timing. Because I've been looking for a project that can show people what I can really do. So ladies and gentlemen, the next piece is one that I'm very, very proud of. Please enjoy Panzi.
Handisi shiri, asindasuwa bapiro. Ndasuwa kumbutirwa, ndasuwa kwenda Queen of Hearts nemudikale wangu tochikira muneimwe ndiro dzemanza mapfeka iwo asuwa kupuruzirwa nziyo zorudo adzinakidzikana mumwe wako asipo haungambozipirwa ndasuwa chero rudo rwekunyemba kubatwa kumeso madzikirira dzimwe nguva handidi kumuka nokuti kuhope koga ndokwandokwanisa kwenda panze ndinomodzwa kunge ndini karikoga akasiya jira kumasese.
So we started working together. The partnership really worked. Through them, that's how we started doing work for AFC Holdings, formerly AgriBank. We did that rebranding, that was us. Through them, we managed to do work for Econet, the Big Falls Marathon. That was us with them. And everything just started coming together. I finally got to understand what it means to be in a third world country in these past 2 years. I never really took it seriously, but guys, this ain't about Our work obviously depends on electricity, so I need electricity to work. But in my power cuts, it becomes difficult. And then you've got your internet service providers. Ooh. The most stressful day in my life, if you guys remember that day that one day, I got some pizza, they 500 visits. And like, this is my life. So this is the country, this is all the challenges we face as third world creatives. To make it worse, the laptop that I had after 5 years But after 5 years, it finally gave in. And for this type of work, you need a strong computer. So it gave in at the most inconvenient time. I get another laptop. The day I get it, I go, I don't even know what happened. Screen Ragatsebook. Instead of Wishan. Maria Buddha Maria wanted to get a new laptop. Before I use it, I have to replace it. I felt so defeated. But I was like, it doesn't hurt to try. So I literally sent my application on the literal last day. And wouldn't you know it, my project got accepted and I got the grant. That was the beginning of a turnaround. It was a turnaround farmer. Maria Grant Chipinda. Laptop engineer, that's a strong, powerful machine. It costs $2,000. But Pakapinda Mario, the person who had the laptop, I got an emergency and he was desperate for money. And he was like, I'm looking for $500. So I got a $2,000 laptop for $500. That brings us to what we're actually here for. My project, the one that I applied for, it's an animated series called Journey of the Forsaken. It's inspired by a true story, not mine. I obviously can't say whose, but it basically just talks about the struggles and challenges that young men find in growing up, particularly in Zimbabwe. We realized with everything we had recorded, to now go wipe, and we had to start again. So the problem was, the studio booked time, and people have other commitments to do. So we literally had to stay behind. And I just want to thank you guys for sacrificing and doing everything. So again, guys. Hey, Magadin. My name is Inspector Moyo with the Zimbabwe Police Force, and this is Special Agent Jonathan Simmons with Interpol. I take it you're Mr. Ezekiel Ngorima?
Come in.
Primary school. When I was in primary school, I always had dreams, man. I always had dreams of having my own company, a huge enterprise that just, Disney was my role model. Like, imagine having the African version of Disney. That's the dream. That is what I've always wanted to do. I remember when I was walking home from school, I'd always imagine buying land. You know how Hollywood has that big Hollywood sign, and then would have ours, Kakic Universe. So I guess ever since primary, I've always wanted and realized that I could probably have my own company. Not having contracts and invoices. This work that I did on Magatisa anyway, it was like, okay, I definitely, yeah, when you're starting out and you're young, there's a lot of doubt. People just doubt you. Good, I'm fine now. What? So when someone offers, for you to do a job for them, you're desperate. Good, no, I need to get this job. So you wouldn't want to have a contract because Ruchka could zingavano and what. But to all the young people watching this, please, Amana, it's time a contract. Because but I'm grateful for because that happened when I was still young. So Maria had words, So when the bigger jobs came, I nanda kusiwa. Funny enough, I somehow knew you were going to ask me this question. This is the one question I came prepared for. So because I taught myself, I was explaining to someone, when I started animation, YouTube was not as popular as it is now. Tutorials were not on YouTube as they are now. So I had to teach myself how to animate, such that I've got my own way of animating. So you'll find that bringing on people to the team is difficult because you've got these guys who've learned how to animate on YouTube, and then there's me who's made his own style. I'm very open to teaching people. I actually want to grow the team because I had no choice. I had no choice. But I'm really looking at a position where I want to grow the team so we can do more. Africa, Zimbabwe has a lot of stories to tell. I can't do that on my own. So I'm very open to growing the team, teaching people who are willing to learn, and just going bigger. It was difficult. If you remember, that's why we ended up having to make Panzi, because Panzi was more of proof to show people what I could do, right? Because the work that we were doing for money, you know, it was very limited and it was based on people's imagination. And then I had to show people, no, I can do so much more. And we're grateful for the clients we have. We're grateful for all the business we get. But the dream is to really make film, is to make series. So finding the balance really was hard. I will not lie. It literally took us 5 years to get to that point. That just means, like, you know, a lot of resilience was needed. It was very hard. But I'm grateful we managed to find a way to balance both passion projects and the business. Beautiful thing about that is I was born in 98, right? I'm not really a 90s kid, but I'm also not a 2K, right? I'm a 2000. But basically what I'm trying to say is I'm not a TikTok person, right? I don't like TikTok and what, but I had to swallow my ego and accept that it's there now. You know, Instagram Reels is there now. So when we were filming, if you go on our social media, we've got Reels that we filmed long back that we're releasing now. So basically what we did is we made a deliberate and intentional marketing plan to help drive people so they can go and buy the content on the streaming platforms. So really it was just intentional planning and making a lot of content that we hope, or not hope, if you go and look at the stats, I'm actually surprised. I don't know why I haven't been doing Reels. Because one of our Reels actually got like 4,000 in a few hours. Organic. And I was like, what? Oh, that's why people do this. So yeah, we're just going to rely on our marketing material to hopefully drive people to the platforms where people can purchase. But as well, we're also open to whatever means necessary. This is our first project that we're monetizing. A lot of the stuff we've done was for free and, you know, just to show people. So we're hoping that it'll work out. We don't know how well it'll go, but yeah, we're hoping it'll work out.